address a big elephant in the room. And the big elephant is that historically and typically, women do not support women. Although we talk about it, we really want to be there, but is there a lack of self-confidence, or there's other reasons that when we are growing in our careers, we usually have blinders on and we try to climb the ladder until we reach the leadership roles. Once we're in the leadership role, we feel confident and we give back, and that's what this conference is about. We give back to the community, we are becoming supporters and leaders and live with empathy for other women. There is a theory about boys' club that they have self-confidence so they don't block each other. Maybe they don't support, but I believe that there is a way for us to become more confident, and we're going to talk about two things today, and it will be about self-confidence and about acknowledgement. So you have those little cards in front of you. We're going to work with partners, so please look around, find a partner. If you don't have a partner, move your seats, get the card, get a pen. Get the pen out from your bags. I have my partner. Holly will be my partner for this, so we're going to go on center with these beautiful lights. Everybody has a partner. Who doesn't have a partner, raise your hand, please.
Someone. Okay, you two come together in the middle here. There you go. Find each other.
I see 3 partners sitting together. That's no good. Please look each other in the eye, say hello. This is your partner for this workshop.
Hi, Juliana.
Hi, darling. Is it your microphone working?
It is.
Okay. Okay, everybody settle down, please. So what we're going to do is we're going to introduce each other. You are going to say your name, what you do, why you're here at this conference, and one fact about you that your partner doesn't know, which is pretty much nothing. So we will practice, and then what you're going to do, you're going to share with your partner, line by line, and then the other partner, please listen to your partner and acknowledge them for one thing. It could be their hair, how beautiful they are. It could be for what they shared. But your job is not to think about what you're going to say, but actually try to listen to your partner and acknowledge them. So we're going to demonstrate. Holly.
All right. Hello, everyone. Juliana, my name is Holly Campanez. I am the Director of Design and Creative Services globally at Avenue Code. I'm here because I believe in this mission, and one fun fact that I'm not sure you know about me is that I used to be on daytime TV.
Oh, I think I knew that about you.
Dang it.
Darling, I want to acknowledge you for the way you look today.
Thank you.
You look so radiant. Your hair is so beautiful. You put together the ensemble, and I've been watching you on stage shining like a star. So thank you for who you are.
Thank you.
So that is an example. So please, with your partner, just one partner, share. And then I'm going to go next, and then you're going to switch. So ready, set, go. All right. Please wrap up. Acknowledge each other. Let's clap. Thank you very much. All right. I think you're enjoying this conversation, aren't you?
I know it's hard to stop.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to stop in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Yay, thank you. So how did it feel? Did you feel a little more connected with your partner? Did you feel that you knew more about them and you actually acknowledged them for something that you didn't know? Yes? So now we're going to go deeper. This was just a quick exercise. So you have your cards. Please take the cards. And you're going to write 3 things about you, why you feel it's extraordinary. You are extraordinary. So you're going to write, I'm extraordinary because I'm a mom. I'm extraordinary because I love to elevate people. I'm extraordinary. You have a lot of options there. So start writing it, please. Think about it. Take your time. Who is having a hard time of writing at least one thing? I see. It's a personal stuff. It's what you feel is extraordinary about you. It's not about other people. It's about you. And we're going to demonstrate, but why is it so hard for us to write about why we're so extraordinary? I think extraordinary is such a big word. We feel so small. We feel like extraordinary is about others. It's about people. It's not about us. We're looking within and we try to find incompetencies, incompletions, why am I good enough? And then extraordinary word comes in. It's an overwhelming word. And when you think about it, it's not. It's really about who you are and what you want to be. Little things. And we're going to demonstrate while you're writing it. Holly, do you want to?
Juliana.
So what we're going to do next, we're going to share 3 things about ourselves. And the partner will listen very carefully without thinking about what they're going to say next. And you're going to acknowledge them for one thing that stood out for you, not for the person who shares. And tell the person why it stood out for you, because it could be different for them. The priority could be different. But Holly will demonstrate, and I'm going to acknowledge her for one thing that I feel so special about her.
And I know it's hard. We had a little time to think about ours. Juliana, I'm extraordinary because I run both a household with 2 children and a global design practice. I'm also extraordinary because I take time and I'm disciplined every morning to get up, work out, journal, and decide how I'm going to show up for the people in my life. And I'm extraordinary because I refuse to stop growing and evolving.
Wow. It's hard to pick one. You're extraordinary. I want to acknowledge you, Holly, for you waking up in the morning and having a completely new day, and it's the day for you. When you start in the morning and you do your running routine and you write for yourself because you actually prioritize you. And the day that you go by, it actually starts to be filled with love and everything that you start with, because you are thinking about every single moment and every single time that matters to you. So thank you for who you are.
Thank you.
So that's an example. So please continue writing, and then we'll give you time to share. Is everybody written all their 3 things? Raise your hand if you did. Okay. How many people didn't write anything yet? Raise your hand. All right. Okay. We have to work on that. You're extraordinary. So we'll give you 30 more seconds. Please finish writing, and then we will be sharing, but just finish writing. If you'd like, I can share mine while you have a little more time. Holly, I'm extraordinary because I'm the best listener and I can help people realize their full potential. I'm extraordinary because I'm the most positive person you ever meet and I see opportunities everywhere. I'm extraordinary because I think I'm a best mom and a best friend to my boys.
There's so much there. But the first one for me is incredible, Uliana, because who you are as a listener, the way that you show up for people, and the way that you really see them and help other people to acknowledge their full potential and realize it. This is a gift that not very many people have. And you are the first person I have ever met that showed me what it's like for women to really support women instead of competing. Aww. Thank you for that.
Thank you. Thank you. All right, you saw a couple of examples, so please, one person, share. And when we say 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you got to stop, okay? So share 3 things, I'm extraordinary because, and a partner, pick one thing and share why you feel they're extraordinary. Acknowledge them for that. Go ahead. All right, if you are finished, please switch with a partner and share why you're extraordinary and acknowledge each other. Please, go ahead. Switch. How about we acknowledge each other? Thank you. So we have a question for everybody. Did everybody get acknowledged? Raise your hand. Did you have time to get acknowledged? Right. All right, so I have a question. How did it feel? First, we'll start with I'm extraordinary. How did it feel to write I'm extraordinary? So there was a lady who didn't write even one thing. Can you raise your hand? I think you're already here. You had, yes, I think you had a trouble writing. Can you share why? Did you have a hard time writing? You didn't have a thumb. That's a very good, legitimate reason. Excellent. All right.
Was there anyone, though, who found it hard? Who found it hard to think of something that made them extraordinary? Who had a hard time?
Excellent. Somebody had a hard time?
Why?
So the question is, why was it a little hard and difficult to write why you're extraordinary?
Not just me, but entire table. We felt it's uncomfortable because things which you do day in and day out, even though those are your unique skills or they makes you extraordinary, you always think that those are common, like everybody else do it, what's the big deal about it?
Right.
So calling them extraordinary is what makes you uncomfortable, but when you share with your partner, that's when you get the acknowledgement, and that makes the difference.
Yes, thank you. So it's not about you, what's within you, what you feel is ordinary or extraordinary. It's when somebody hears it and when they recreate one of those things and they see it from their own eyes, you become completely elevated. Who felt elevated when they get acknowledged? A few people did. Who wants to share? How did they feel to hear about your extraordinary trait that somebody else shared? A stranger who just became your good friend. Come on, don't be shy. Yes. Please. We can't. Microphone's not working. There's another mic.
Raise your voice. Show us your powerful voice.
Because I was able to commiserate over some things that we're both challenged with, right? And it's empowering, and it's also invigorating to know that we both shared something very extraordinary, which was building other people.
Would you mind sharing your extraordinary traits and read it out loud for us?
Well, my extraordinary traits are because I have a big family, but I have 6 sisters. And so that was one of my extraordinary things. Another one was the fact that I'm fearless, but I'm also fear aware. I don't run into a situation uneducated and just kind of stumble around. And then lastly, I have to say it was my motivation. How I motivate people is through recognition. How have I built 2 highly performant teams in less than 5 years, and even turned a company from a brick and mortar to a SaaS was through the people around me and motivating them through the recognition of a job well done, and not just when things went bump in the night.
Awesome. Stacy, right? Stacy, I would like to acknowledge you for a couple of things that I heard that really touched me. I want to acknowledge you for unstoppable leadership and your fearlessness that actually goes beyond you and goes and radiates to your team, and how you elevate them and how you make everybody proud and you stay in the center being fearless leader. Thank you.
Who else wants to share what makes them extraordinary?
Oh, you're all shy now. Come on. Nelima?
All right, so first thing is I'm a best super mom as per my son. So that's one of my strengths. I feel I'm an extraordinary person. I'm a unique blend of resilience and creativity, forging my path through life's challenges with unwavering grace. And third, from a small town in India to the bustling tech hubs of North America, I'm passionate, I'm fearless, and I am a women in tech evangelist.
Woo, thank you. Now I would like to ask someone to acknowledge Nilima, and we're going to check your listening skills. Who wants to acknowledge Nilima for what you heard? Come on, please help us. We're not going to do it. Oh, Carrie, there you go. Thank you.
I would like to honor your creativity, because I think that when we bring our creativity in the technology world, we bring 2 different sides, and it truly makes it better. So that is what I would like to acknowledge.
Thank you. Thanks, Carrie. So what we went through is very simple. First, we went through exercise that's usually hard because you think about yourself is really low, right? You set your standards so high for yourself, and you never see anything extraordinary because this is very high to reach. And once we start thinking about our self-confidence, the little things that makes us unique, when we actually find the power within and start sharing and start thinking, just sharing with ourselves. When you write it down, it was hard. When you share, it becomes real. When somebody acknowledges you, it becomes a third level of acceptance of yourself, but you're hearing it from someone else, and it really elevates. It's no longer in your head. It's no longer a creation, because you usually write and think, well, maybe I'm extraordinary because. But when somebody actually tells you why and hears you differently, they actually see you in a different light. You become a different light. And those are very simple things. If you think about acknowledgement, it's the easiest tool that is out there that nobody's using. It's so simple to call somebody in the morning and acknowledge them for something. It's better than a salary raise. It's something that is so special, and Holly can talk about it because I think it also impacted her.
Yeah.
But acknowledging someone gives you so much pleasure and power, and you being with someone else. You usually live in your head, you usually try to go with the day, but when you pause and you encourage someone to say something, even ask them what you want to be acknowledged for, because you don't know how their day was, and you don't know, but sometimes you want to acknowledge them for something you see in them, what happened in the environment, and you elevate them immediately. It's the best trick that I encourage you all to try, and acknowledge somebody every day, every morning, day, and evening. And Holly, you want to share something?
Yeah, and I think this tool is so powerful, and there's neuroscience that tells us why, right? So when we're stressed, which who isn't stressed in our daily lives, we have a higher level of cortisol, and it encourages us to fight, flight, or freeze. I think everybody knows that, right? When you are acknowledged, you are seen. You can relax into being present with that person. You can relax into your flow of work, into what is the problem to be solved. It opens up space around you, and that in turn enhances your creativity and productivity. And I think particularly for women, we carry so much labor that is invisible. I know everyone here knows about the mental load that women carry, the invisible to-do list that is always with us at all times. It is relentless, and nobody sees that. But we can see that for each other. We can acknowledge that for each other. And when you feel seen, it's like, and I know this because of this woman right here, it is like water in a desert. You go, oh, okay, yeah, I am extraordinary. I can do this. And I think that's what we really want to show you and share with you out of this dynamic, is just how quick and how easy and inexpensive and effective this is as a tool.
The last piece of exercise, you're going to talk with a partner and ask, what would you like to be acknowledged for? One thing that is so special to you. And a partner, please acknowledge them for that. And then switch, okay? Ready, set, go. All right, thank you so much for acknowledging each other. Before we wrap up, I just want to say and acknowledge some people. And there is a reason we did this exercise. I feel that acknowledgement is so powerful, but also it really recognizes a hard work and talent. And first person I want to acknowledge for is Patek. If you can stand up. I've known you for many years, and you came to our conference. You were an amazing speaker. You were a big supporter. But what you did, you took a step further. And you made this conference happen this year. I cannot say thank you enough for being so courageous, for going and talking to everyone, for organizing this, being available, because you do have your full-time job. We all do. So thank you so much for who you are and for making this conference happen this year.
And we also really want to acknowledge a very special company and group of people, and that's Compass UOL. So we had the privilege of joining the Compass family at the end of last year, and the support that we have received, not only for this initiative, but for all the platforms, all the initiatives, all the programs that we run at Avenue Code, has really been remarkable. We are so grateful. We could not have made a better decision than to join them, and Compass, Alexis, everyone who's here, we just really want to say thank you for enabling this platform, for lending your voice, lending your support, and welcoming us so warmly into your family.
Thank you,
Compass.
Alexis and Compass. I have 2 more acknowledgements because I will never run out of it, but I will stop at 2. So I would like to acknowledge our volunteers from both sides, Oracle and Avenue Code. Everyone has a full-time job, and everyone is super busy. We had people fly from Brazil, over 20 people, to be here and supporting this initiative. We had Oracle volunteers here for many days trying to help us and organize this event. And being a volunteer is usually, it's not a rewarding thing in the beginning, right? But it feels so great to be part of this. Each one of you, and if you're here, please stand up. All the volunteers, where are you? They're probably somewhere behind the scenes. Carol, on behalf of everyone, I just want to thank you for your hard work, for being behind the scenes, but really believing in the mission, and being who you are, the bright stars and our future. Because without you, there's no future. We're just going to be stagnant. And the last acknowledgement is to all of you. I think I mentioned that we created a vortex of energy last year. We created something very, very special. And every single one of you, it took something big to be here. Somebody flew from Denver, from Canada, from the East Coast, from Dallas. Somebody drove 3 hours from Sacramento today. And I just want to acknowledge for taking that step for yourself. And you think you came here to network, and there's something behind your agenda, but you got something more. You got something very, very special. You're part of now a sisterhood and part of this energy that will never go away. You will stay with this energy for the rest of your life. I really feel that we, as a one entity, have unprecedented and unleashed some power that nobody ever felt before. We have this in us, but without you, together, we wouldn't feel as powerful. So thank you for being here, and I'm really excited to hug you all in a happy hour. And tomorrow, if you can, please come tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be an incredible day with incredible keynotes, workshop, and speakers. So don't miss it, and we'll see you tomorrow, and we'll see you tonight. Thank you so much.
Wait, we have a couple more announcements.
Housekeeping items.
Housekeeping items, and before I do, I want to just ask, can we all take a moment and acknowledge Juliana? Because this...
Thank you.
Oh,
I hate acknowledgements. I like acknowledging, but I don't like to be acknowledged. Thank you.
I know I sprung this on you, but really, there would be no Extraordinary Women in Tech without this extraordinary woman in tech. And the way that you have just brought about this vision and nurtured it and brought it from a series of webinars during a pandemic just to feel connected to a global movement, a conference where you have now a room full of women and advocates and allies acknowledging each other and unleashing this power is nothing short of extraordinary. So thank you. Thank you for who you are.
Thank you so much. Thank you.